Okay, this update is for the ELMS day. What you're looking at, the slide day, what you're looking at is the investor presentation, the last investor presentation, I think early March or maybe even January. So it's one of their slides. So it talks about the go-to-market strategy. So there are some of in stages, as you see, right? And then obviously you see familiar names, and obviously biggest one you watch out for is the Randy Marion, right? So already 6,000 orders received back in 22, which is basically carryover from ELMS days. So that's the James Taylor deal they've gone through. So obviously some of the names here, I think the Kroger name has been thrown out there multiple times. Not directly with MULN, but this is one of their targets, right? So if you look at the some of this bottom lingo here, these are basically in different stages. But when I look at the straight view back in 2019, 2020, 2020, for Randy Marion's lots, they have a lot of FedEx logo vans out there, right? So if you recall, or if you haven't seen, go look at the interview. The Randy Marion BP of the fleet and a couple other guys did it in local radio station. Basically said, you know, they sold or they sold into like top hundreds of, and out of that they're selling about 80% of it is what they're selling into those accounts, right? So FedEx is one of them. So if you go look at Randy Marion lots, North Carolina, look at the lots from 2020, I believe, and you'll see lines of FedEx fans out there, and then they do a whole bunch of others. But the names you should be looking after is a Kroger. I'm not sure if there's any association with the Mullins at this point, but if you look at the investor presentation, right, this is for or from the Wabash, and basically Wabash has the Bollinger motors listed there as an emerging skateboard chassis. And obviously there's the customer. So there's definitely something to think about. And then when you look at the Ignite Wabash event that Robert Bollinger attended, right? There is the Bollinger B4 with his refrigeration on top, and then Kroger deal, right? So they actually did sign the deal with the Kroger from Wabash perspective, right? So there's possibility there looking at these connections. And then again, they're also doing Insta posting all that about the Wabash and the Bollinger event. So there's another thing to look at that as well. So very possibility. And this should be something we should be looking at the pilot that's starting for Bollinger in July. And then their first shipment to production is early 2024. So, hoping really the Wabash and the Kroger deal is for Bollinger, and even possibility for, any other deals here, right? I mean, FedEx is there, home delivery, and possibly, you know, um, the Amazon as well, not the Amazon Direct, but DSPs. Same thing as a FedEx. FedEx has something called contractor or something, but they do have a contractors just like Amazon DSP. So ELMS attend along with Randy's uh, to those road events for FedEx contractors. So there is definitely a connection there as well that Randy has. So look out for that. So that's quick updates on the Wabash and the Kroger. So I think this should be something that you should be expecting maybe later this year or early next year. All right, move to next one. Thanks.